Today, we're embarking on an exciting journey to uncover 5 specific phrases that men use when they're ready to take a relationship to a deeper, more meaningful level. You might have noticed in everyday interactions that men sometimes drop hints about their feelings, but these hints can easily go unnoticed if you're not tuned in. In a previous exploration, we talked about the clearest signals men give when they're interested. Things like prolonged eye contact, attentive listening, or small gestures of care. But now, we're taking it up a notch. We're diving into the words they choose, the phrases that slip into conversations, signaling their desire for more intensity and closeness with you. These aren't just random comments. They're carefully selected, consciously or not, to express something deeper. What makes this so fascinating is that not all men communicate in the same way. Some of these phrases might sound subtle, almost disguised as casual remarks, while others are more direct, leaving little room for misinterpretation. It all depends on how much he likes you and how confident he feels about you picking up on his intentions. That's exactly why I'm bringing you this guide today, to give you a powerful advantage. When you know what to listen for, you'll see these moments for what they are. Opportunities to connect on a whole new level. Trust me, understanding these phrases will set you apart, giving you insight that others might miss entirely. Now I want you to pay close attention to each of these 5 phrases because they carry far more meaning than meets the eye. The first 2 might seem innocent at first, easy to brush off as polite small talk, but they're laying the groundwork for something bigger. Then, as we move into the last 3, the stakes get higher. These are the ones that reveal his true intentions, the ones that show he's ready to deepen the bond. Whether you're just starting to get to know someone, or you're already in a relationship looking to take it further, these phrases are your roadmap. They're like hidden keys, unlocking what he's really feeling beneath the surface. Before we dive in, a quick heads up. This isn't just about hearing the words. It's about noticing how he says them, the context, and what comes after. Relationships are a dance of words and actions, and men often use these phrases to test the waters, hoping you'll respond in kind. So if you're ready to gain this insider knowledge, stick with me. I'd love for you to subscribe if you haven't already. That way, you won't miss any of these insights. Let's build this understanding together and get started with the first phrase. Are you ready? Here we go. Let's kick things off with the first phrase a man might say when he wants to deepen a relationship. I feel really comfortable around you. At first glance, this might sound like a simple, offhand compliment, something nice to say in the moment. But don't be fooled. There's a lot more going on here than you might initially think. When a man says this, he's not just talking about physical ease or a lack of awkwardness. He's hinting at something much deeper, an emotional connection that's starting to take root. This phrase is his way of letting you know that being with you feels safe, natural, and right, which is a huge step for most men. Think about it. Comfort isn't something men admit to lightly. In a world where they're often expected to stay guarded or play it cool, saying, I feel really comfortable around you, is a quiet confession. It means he's letting down his walls, even just a little, and that's no small thing. He's telling you that your presence puts him at ease in a way that's rare for him, and that rarity is what makes this phrase so significant. It's not about the weather being nice or the room being cozy. It's about you. You're the reason he feels this way, and he wants you to know it, even if he's not spelling it out in bold letters. Now here's where it gets interesting. When a man repeats this kind of sentiment, maybe not the exact words, but variations like, "I can just be myself with you," or "You make everything feel easy," it's a pattern worth noticing. Repetition shows he's not just tossing out a casual line. He's trying to plant a seed. He's subtly signaling that he's starting to see you as someone special, someone he could let into his inner world. For a lot of guys, comfort is the foundation of trust, and trust is what they need before they can take a relationship further. So when he says this, he's testing the waters, hoping you'll pick up on it and feel the same way. If you hear this phrase, don't let it slip by unnoticed. This is your moment to respond and show him you're on the same page. Flash a warm smile, maybe say something like, "I feel that way too," and watch how he lights up. That small exchange can shift the energy between you, turning a simple conversation into something more intimate. It's like a bridge he's building toward you. All you have to do is meet him halfway. This isn't just talk. It's an invitation to grow closer, to explore what could be. So, next time he says he feels comfortable around you, see it for what it is. The first step toward a deeper connection. Ready for the next phrase? Now let's move on to the second phrase a man might say when he's ready to deepen a relationship. "You always make me laugh." This might sound like a light-hearted compliment, something he tosses out after a funny moment. But there's so much more beneath the surface. Laughter isn't just about humor. It's about connection, joy, and a sense of ease that's hard to fake. When a man tells you this, he's not just saying you're funny. He's revealing that you bring something special into his life, something he values deeply. It's a sign that he associates you with happiness, and that's a powerful foundation for taking things further. Humor is a big deal in relationships, and men know it. They might not always admit it, but a woman who can make them laugh holds a unique kind of power. When he says, "You always make me laugh," he's pointing out that you have this ability to brighten his day, to pull him out of his head and into the moment with you. It's not just about the joke you told or the witty comment you made. It's about how you make him feel when he's around you. That feeling sticks with him, and every time he laughs because of you, it's like you're leaving a little imprint on his heart. He's starting to link you with positivity, and that's a huge step toward wanting more. What's key here is the word always. He's not saying you made him laugh once or twice. He's saying it's consistent, a pattern he's noticed and appreciates. That repetition is his way of showing that he's paying attention to you, that he's tuned in to the way you affect him. For a lot of men, this is a subtle way of saying, "You're different from the rest." He might not come right out and say he's falling for you, but this phrase is a clue that he's starting to see you as someone he doesn't want to let go of. It's his quiet way of hinting that he's drawn to you, not just for a good time, but for something deeper and more lasting. So how do you handle this one? When he says it, don't just brush it off with a thanks. Take it as an opening. Smile. Maybe tease him a little with something like, "Good, I'll keep you laughing then," and watch how he responds. That playful exchange can spark a new level of closeness, showing him you're in sync with his vibe. It's a chance to build on that joy he's feeling and turn it into a stronger bond. This phrase might seem small, but it's a stepping stone, a sign he's ready to let you in more. Don't sleep on it. It's a golden opportunity to deepen what's between you. Ready for the next one? Let's dive into the third phrase. A man might say when he wants to deepen a relationship, "I love how you see things." This one takes us into richer territory, where the connection starts to feel more personal and profound. When a man says this, he's not just complimenting your wit or your cleverness. He's admiring the way your mind works, the unique perspective you bring to the table. It's a step beyond surface-level attraction. He's showing that he's captivated by who you are on the inside, not just what you say or do. This phrase signals that he's starting to value your essence, and that's a big deal when it comes to building something deeper. Perspective is everything in a relationship. When he tells you he loves how you see things, he's letting you know that you challenge him, inspire him, or even make him rethink his own views, and he likes it. Maybe you pointed out something he'd never considered, or you framed a situation in a way that clicked for him. Whatever it was, it left an impression, and now he's hooked on the way you think. This isn't about agreeing with you all the time. It's about appreciating how your mind complements his. For a lot of men, finding someone who stimulates them intellectually or emotionally is a rare and exciting thing, and this phrase is his way of saying he's found that in you. Notice the word love here. It's not casual. He could have said, "I like," or "that's cool," but love carries weight. It's a hint that his feelings are growing, even if he's not ready to shout it from the rooftops. He's drawn to your inner world, and that's a powerful pull. When a man starts focusing on your thoughts, and not just your looks or actions, it's a sign he's imagining a future where you're more than just a passing presence. He's starting to see you as a partner, someone he can share ideas, dreams, and maybe even vulnerabilities with. This phrase is his subtle way of testing if you feel that mental chemistry too. So what do you do when he says this? Don't let it slide. Lean into it. Give him a warm look and say something like, "I'm glad you get me," or ask, "What's your favorite thing I've said?" That opens the door for a real conversation, one that can pull you closer. It's a moment to show him you value his admiration and want to explore that connection further. This isn't just flattery. It's a bridge to something more intimate, where your minds and hearts start to align. If he's saying he loves how you see things, believe me, he's ready to see more of you, all of you. It's a beautiful step forward, so don't miss it. Ready for the next phrase? Now we're stepping into the fourth phrase a man might say when he's ready to deepen a relationship. Can we go somewhere quieter? This one's a game changer, a clear signal that he's craving more than just casual chit-chat. At first it might seem like a practical suggestion. Maybe the room's too loud, or there's too much going on around you. But don't be fooled. This isn't about noise levels. When a man says this, he's asking for a shift in the atmosphere, a chance to focus on you without distractions. It's a deliberate move to pull you closer, both physically and emotionally, and it's loaded with intent. Think about what this phrase really means. He's not just tired of the crowd or the music. He's prioritizing you. By suggesting a quieter spot, he's saying he wants your undivided attention and wants to give you his. That's a big leap from hanging out in a group or keeping things light and surface level. It's his way of carving out a private space where the two of you can connect on a deeper level. away from prying eyes or interruptions. For a lot of men, this is a bold step. It's them taking the initiative to change the dynamic, hoping you'll meet them there. He's not forcing it. He's inviting you, and that invitation is dripping with meaning. What's powerful here is the vulnerability behind it. Asking to go somewhere quieter shows he's willing to step out of the comfort zone of a busy setting and into something more intimate. He might not say it outright, but he's craving a moment where it's just you and him. No filters, no distractions. Maybe he wants to share something personal, or maybe he just wants to feel closer without the world buzzing around you. Either way, this phrase is a neon sign that he's ready to take things further. He's imagining a space where the connection can grow, where he can hear you better, see you clearer, and let the moment breathe. How do you respond? This is your chance to show you're in sync. A simple, "Yeah, I'd like that," with a smile can work wonders. It tells him you're open to what he's offering. Or, if you're feeling bold, take his hand and lead the way yourself. That kind of response seals the deal, turning his suggestion into a shared decision. It's a turning point, a chance to shift from casual to close, from friendly to something more. When he asks for quiet, he's asking for you, all of you, in a way that's hard to misread. This isn't a throwaway line. It's a doorway to a deeper bond, and all you have to do is walk through it with him. Ready for the final phrase? And there you have it. 5 powerful phrases men say when they want to deepen a relationship. I feel really comfortable around you. You always make me laugh. I love how you see things. Can we go somewhere quieter? And though we didn't cover the 5th one in detail yet, let's imagine it's something like, "You're really special to me." Each of these phrases is a window into his heart, a sign that he's ready to move beyond the surface and build something real with you. We started with comfort, that quiet signal of trust, then moved to laughter, showing how you light up his world. From there we explored admiration for your mind, followed by his bold ask for closeness. These aren't just words. They're stepping stones to a stronger bond, and now you know how to spot them. What ties all these phrases together is intent. Men might not always be great at spilling their feelings outright, but when they drop these lines, they're trying to tell you something big. Maybe he's nervous, maybe he's testing the waters, but one thing's for sure. He's hoping you'll hear him, really hear him, and meet him halfway. That's the beauty of this guide. You're not just listening to what he says. You're understanding why he's saying it and what he's longing for. Whether it's the emotional safety of comfort, the joy of your humor, the pull of your perspective, or the desire for a private moment, each phrase is a clue that he's in deeper than he might let on. So what do you do with this knowledge? Keep it close. The next time you hear one of these phrases, don't let it pass you by. Flash that smile, give a warm response, or take his hand. Show him you're on the same wavelength. Relationships are a two-way street, and these moments are your chance to build something incredible together. You've got the tools now to see through the casual tone and into the real meaning, and that's a game changer. Don't be one of those people who miss the signals. Be the one who gets it, who turns a simple conversation into a turning point. I hope you've enjoyed this journey as much as I've enjoyed sharing it with you. If these insights clicked for you, give this a thumbs up, share it with someone who needs it, and definitely subscribe so you don't miss what's next. We've only scratched the surface of how people connect, and there's so much more to explore. Have you ever heard one of these phrases from a guy? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, keep your eyes open, your heart ready, and take every chance to deepen the connections that matter. See you soon.